and welcome to the very first installment of Lifting Our Voices, a weekly look at church music. I'm Jim Boatwright, the music director at Redeemer Lutheran Church in Columbia, South Carolina. Last December the 28th, 2021 to be exact, we lost a true treasure in the world of church music and hymnody. Susan Palo-Cherwin, poet, hymn writer, singer, thinker, lost her battle with cancer. Today I want us to spend a few minutes with looking at one of her hymns, Rise, O Church, Like Christ Arisen. We're going to be singing this song as our sending song this coming Sunday, so I thought we'd spend a few minutes looking at this terrific hymn. Rise, O Church, like Christ arisen, it begins. From this meal of love and grace, may we through such love envision whose we are and whose our praise. Whose we are? I don't know about you, but I don't think about that question very often, and I don't mull it over too often. To whom do we belong? But think about that for a minute or two. Whose we are. It's not a burdensome, slavish ownership. It's the privilege of having God, the creator and sustainer of everything, look at me and look at you and say, I love you completely, unconditionally, and you are mine, now and forever. We belong to that vast family of God's children, beloved, treasured, valued, and yes, belonging. And that's good news for sure. But there's more to it, of course. The hymn challenges us to rise from our weekly communion, ready to go into the world and serve and love others as Christ loved and served others. The text says, broken, shared, our lives are hallowed to release and to console. I know that at times my life has felt broken, shattered even. But it is precisely that brokenness that can lead us to our sharing with others the healing wholeness of Jesus' love and grace. Our lives through communion are made holy so that we can love and serve others. Bread broken, wine poured, images of the liberating gift of Jesus being poured out for us, of being broken for us. The hymn then uses this turn of a phrase. Rise, remember well the future God has called us to receive. We can all speculate on exactly what the future might hold, but none of us knows for sure. But we do know that God has called us to a future in God's present and in God's eternal love. That's some future, and that's the future we've been called to live out. The fourth verse gives us this final instruction and challenge. Service be our sure vocation. Courage be our daily breath. Mercy be our destination from this day and into death. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Rise, O church, a living faith. I especially like the way Ms. Cherwin has ended each verse. The first verse ends, God, the wonder of our days. Then the second verse ends, Christ, our present, past, and goal. The third verse ends, Spirit, grace by whom we live. And the fourth verse, Rise, O church, a living faith. Listen as I play one verse of this hymn. The music is composed by Timothy J. Strand of Gloria Dei Lutheran Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. And he was the one who commissioned Ms. Cherwin to write this text. So listen as we together enjoy Rise, O Church, like Christ arisen. See you all next week. Peace and blessings to all.